Hey, okay, let me cover images, categories, and gallery because they kind of work together. And that's how you wind up with a bunch of images underneath some boxes that say click this one, and the images rearrange themselves to just show the ones that have to do with the option. Okay, so that's based on categories and then building a gallery where each image you put in the gallery is assigned to a category. Okay, so if you want to go in your categories, then you can start adding new. Okay, yeah, main domain. And the category, again, what do you sell, right? And so it can be your different products or your different services, okay? If I was a dentist, I'd probably create a category of dental implants, right? And the page URL will probably be based on that. So let's just say dental. Let's see if it does it like slugs. I think so, but let's see. Implants, and it does, okay? And then I would create another one, okay? And that next one could be braces, you know? And I could keep going, right? So I would create my categories. If I was in roofing, it would be like roof repair, roof replacement, roof financing, types of tiles, about our company, our company, and then I'd have pictures for the company of like our trucks, our office, all the staff standing together for the group picture. And for the types of tiles, I would show tiles and give them names and short descriptions. And for roof repair, I'd show pictures of us doing it. For roof replacement, pictures of before and after, how that looks. One picture with a split down the middle, before and after, something like that. Right? And so you can create all the categories you want, okay? And they can be for everything you want. They kind of act like hidden pages in a way, okay? Where the page, it's really kind of like an iframe. It's just going to show the images within that section. So now that I did that, I go to gallery, right? And I'd say I've got to apply something. So I'm going to add new main domain. I think this is exactly the title of the thing. And I'd say, happy braces customer, okay? And then I'm going to link to the Seattle dentist.com/braces offers.html or whatever it is page, right? Some page. So the image will click to the page. And I'm going to put it for what I say. I said braces, okay? And the description is going to be, look at how happy this guy is, right? Get this yourself, And then I'm going to use my AI writer to make that actually say something a heck of a lot better than that, right? How about that? How happy this lady is, okay? There you go. And yeah, enable or disable, but save it. Okay. Now I just made something possible for that. Now I could add a new one. And I'm going to do this real quick, right? Other customer, right? And this is going to be for dental implants. Let me do a different image. I want another guy. Here. No, here. Okay. And I'm going to say, happy dental implants guy. I wonder if exclamation point works. Okay. See how happy this guy also is. He visits the same dentist. Okay. I'm having fun playing around with this. I think you'll get the idea though. Okay, so now I just created an image categories with image galleries. So you know what I could do? I could go back to my pages and I could go to whichever page I want. Let's say my branding page. I just want to do it on a different page, right? I'm going to put the image gallery on that page. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to stick it like smack in the middle of the page. I'm not even sure which of these vars is the beginning or ending of a sentence. So I am totally cheating. I'm putting a horizontal bar there. I'm going to put a horizontal bar down here. And right smack in the middle, I'm going to stick this in the center, I guess, just to see how it goes. And I'm going to call it Image Gallery. Okay, so if I'm right, then an image gallery, I'm going to enable it. Maybe I need to enable it. I got to double check how that goes. Either that, it could be that it's going to show up in two places then on the branding page. As a separate section, yeah, and inside the main stuff. Oh yeah, I turned off the branding page or something? Where's that at? It is enabled. Did I take it out of the, no, it's a normal page with a menu link. It should be up there. And it's in the root page. I'm thinking I did something. Maybe I just got a cache issue here. Oh, did I call it something instead of branding? No. I'm driving myself insane. Okay. Here we go. Weird. How am I getting so confused? Let's see. I don't know. I got to go back and double check why. Oh, man. So, yeah, I mean, that's supposed to totally be visible and everything's supposed to work. And why is it not working? So I'm going to put in a point about that. Okay, so while I've got that in with them, let's go ahead and do this on a page that is showing up. Because again, you can do it on more than one page. Let's do it on the solutions page. So I'm going to go ahead and enable it. Image gallery, enabled. And I'm going to stick that, I may as well put it, I don't care, the beginning or the end. So here we go. Image gallery. All right. And I should be able to do whatever I want with it. Center it or something. Okay. Image gallery. If I do that, that becomes a whole section on the page. Except that sections only work on the index page right now. Okay? Just so I know. Okay. Let's see if that worked. Solutions. It did. So I've got show all, dental implants, and braces. Those are the categories, right? If I click on one, okay, normally it would rearrange and only show the one, but it can't really, it doesn't have much room to do that right now. There are only two images. So it can't just rearrange and only show. And that's it. But that's okay. Now, if I click on this one, it'll go to that first link. If I click on this, it would go to that other link, except I didn't specify the link. So I need to go specify the link for that one, right? Okay, well, no problem. So you can have these things be things you want to sell with titles and descriptions and go right off to whatever it is you want those things to take people to. Like I put in a fake link, right? So it's not found, but you get it. I think you get it. That could be your hot links for different products. Okay. I think you get that, right? Videos are much the same concept. They work kind of the same way. Let's see what we see with videos. There's a videos list, okay? It's a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. In your videos list, you're going to add a new video, right? Give it the video code. Do you guys know how the code works? We need to put a marker in there explaining how the code works, right? So, let's just see something. Boom. Okay, check that out. There's the URL, youtube.com/watch. Watch what? That's a question mark. It's the query. Watch a video that equals this, okay? That is the code after V equals. Now, sometimes you might be starting the video a little ways in, like, and time equals, let's say 60. That would be 60 seconds. So then the video would start 1 minute in, okay? That's cool if you're trying to direct somebody's attention exactly where you want it. But what's my point about that? That this is what you need to know about the video URLs. Paste. When you put the video URL in, I don't think you can put that part in. And not this part either. So the only thing you would put in is the actual code for the video. It's whatever comes after the equal sign. And if you see an ampersand, that's it. Then that means the code is in between those two things. Obviously, the code itself for the video ID, we call it. This is the identification number of that video in YouTube. Okay? This cannot have an equal sign in it, or else we'd have two equal signs. That would throw everything off. This cannot have an ampersand in it. Then we'd have two ampersands, and that's strange for the coding also. So whenever you see a video ID, it's whatever's between the equal sign and any optional ampersand that comes at the end. Okay, so if I were to copy that, right, I could put that in, okay. I can give it a title, which I may have gotten exactly from here. Don't ask me why some of these things show up on my computer. It's a kid checking something out or whatever. And maybe I have something I can say worth, saying, right? I don't need to add a description. It's just if I want, right? I'll probably keep it on one line, though. It should be a short description. I'll enable it, right? Boom. Okay. There you go. That gives me a video, right? And I can do a bunch. So again, if I'm doing this for anything, it could be pitching products or whatever. Yeah. Now, then I could put the video on the related page, that I'm selling the product on. Okay. I don't know why cancel doesn't work. Okay, whatever. Go back. Okay. Now, having said that, you could wind up putting a lot of videos in here, right? I want to point something out about that. There, under module settings, you will see image gallery and you will see videos. And you might think, why am I seeing those again up here? I'll point it out. If I go to videos up here, it's asking how many videos in a single row, okay? So say I put my video here, how many videos in a row before it's got to wrap down to the next row? I might say 3, and they would fit pretty nicely in here. If I said 4, it wouldn't really fit unless what? The images are smaller, or the videos, whatever, are smaller. But then it can do 4. What if I just said 2 for the videos? Then it would go bigger, fill the gap. What if I said 1? Then it would go pretty big. So then I'd have the rest of the videos kind of go down, right? That's the question, right? What are we calling that module? Is it our videos or something else? Check out our work, see our products, get your health back. What do you want? And then the description. Doesn't need to be latest popular videos. It could be any of the products below will change your life, something like that. And you can do your background color, description color, heading color, and update. Okay? But the biggest thing is, how many do you want per row on a page? 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it'll do that. And normally you would create an Our Videos page, but you don't have to. You can put the squigglies in there and stick these videos into the middle of some page where they all show up. Okay? So you can do video trainings and stuff that way. It's pretty cool. Okay? Now, what was the thing for modules? I'm under modules, and it was the image gallery. Aha, same thing. Column count, 3 per row. Number of entries per page, some whopping 500. We don't need 500 images per page, do we? You might think, well, if I'm doing 3 per row, I might go like 5 rows deep, so then it would be 15, right? But do I really want 3 per row? I saw those 2 images. What happens if I do 2 per row and I say 10 or 16, And then again, what do you want for the heading, the description, and the looks, right? So if I do that and refresh, yeah, see how they take up more room now? Because it's 2 per row. If I said 1 per row, it's going to put them one above the next, right? Look at that. And if I said 4 per row, but I only had 2 up there, then these 2 are only taking up half of the room so far, right? They're waiting for you to create 2 more. Okay, that makes sense? So you're just kind of getting to see how these things fit together doing their own stuff. Contact us, testimonials, contact us, image gallery, videos, blogs are kind of the same way, aren't they? How many blogs per page? How many per row if you have them next to each other so that they can take up space and be optionals, you know? And then going down the page, you might do like 10, right? Or something like that. And if you really wanted, you could squeeze them in, but they become hard to read. They're sort of strange. If you only go 1, it's almost people have to scroll too far to see anything. So 2 is a pretty good number. And then decide what your blogs is going to be called and the description for it. And you got your styling and you can update it. So now when you create blogs in the blogs section, right, and you add new blogs, okay, very simple, then all this stuff starts to work out pretty easily, right? You can create it, it creates the slug, you can give it a name it's posted by, choose some image to be the big, you should read this image, you know, and then blog tags would be whatever it is that you do with blogs with tags. I don't really know how that works. Basic content. If you don't get it what blog tags are, I can have them put in a note about this. I think it's just kind of separated terms, right, or something. And then basic, because I don't write blogs. I think if we look up blog tags in Google, it'll be really easy to see. Basic content is just kind of like a way to kick it off and give people a reason to want to read it. Yeah, and then this would be the blog. And you would build it. You would have your AI writer write it for you and paste it in. And then you would stick in some images, align them left or right, stuff like that. Make them the size you want. Horizontal spacing of 15, vertical spacing of 15, and add. Okay? So that's cool. Not hard either, right? So this is how we're getting a lot of things done very, very quickly, and you're starting to see it. So far we've gone through dashboard pages, blogs, global settings, module settings for everything except for pop-up and exit modules. We'll talk about those. There's a lot to say there. Integration still needs to be explained when they appear. I'll do that later. Global variables and stuff is kind of more complex. Like I said, we don't have to do this anytime soon. There's 3,888 different variables in this thing, and there don't need to be anymore. That's based on Spintax. We're not using that anymore. Okay? So Varsheet Loader is going to be based on what you did with iterations when you created articles with the writer, AI writer, and then you created many variations of them, and you use the Varsheet Loader to load those up to auto-create a bunch of web pages for you, and they can auto-create your images and placements of those images for you too. All of this is going to be automatic very soon, okay? And then user tracking is all the user tracking stuff. I've been going through that in videos so far on my channel. I just need to assemble that stuff and put it in so that you can recognize that. Okay, what have we done from here? Pages, modules, we'll get to that. We'll not do this anytime soon. I mean, we'll do it a little bit because global variables are what are on Varsheets. We did global settings, sidebars, testimonials. It's a lot like the Contact Us. As people submit testimonials that you can moderate and approve or not approve. In the testimonials section, if people are adding testimonials, I think they appear here. And then you can moderate them and decide if you want to approve them or not. Okay? You can edit them. What else do we have? Themes, don't worry about it right now. That's not meant to happen in the system, so it'll act glitchy if you try to use it. Masking, we'll get to that. Masking is for global variables. These are 3 modals. We'll treat them together later. Industries, subdomains, you're not going to use these anytime soon. Don't worry about it. We did these. Image optimizer is no longer needed. You would do this in the old days if you were using JPEG images still, but you won't because they're bad. Use Webby images. If you need to, use an online converter. Free online image converter, JPG to WEBP. Okay? There are a bunch of them. Skip the ad stuff. Oh, I don't know if there are ad stuff. These aren't ads. And just open a few and try a few out. We could probably stick one in the admin panel at some point. You know, there you go. Choose, drag and drop some files, do that to that, and say go. And yeah, drag some and go. And that way you get awesome WEBP images instead of JPEG, which makes your images better. Okay. In the old days, Image Optimizer would optimize your JPEG images and your, what else? Not PNG, not GIF, right? I forget. BMP maybe. And when it optimized them, it could optimize thousands very quickly, just a few minutes, and reduce their sizes like 80% or 60% on average. But Webby, they're lossless. I mean, you can't compress them once you make them. They're already as minimized as they can be. So you could run them through here. There wouldn't be any difference. But we should do image optimizer. It should be something like JPEG to Webby converter. And that would be an upgrade. We don't have that. But you can go right now and use a lot of tools online. Get those images and then come back and put them in. Okay. Videos list, we kind of went through. Site admin is just, site admin is where you change your password. Okay, your old password and confirm your new password. That's all you do there. And submit the sitemap. Okay? And submitting the sitemap, we just say only hit it once a day. And only hit it when you've got something cool up and you're ready to submit it. Then it'll submit to Google, Yahoo, and Bing and get your website started. Okay, we've gone through a lot of stuff. We need to go through the writer still. We got to go through integration still. Integrations speak for themselves. Even the pop-up modules are pretty obvious. Okay? So, yeah, we'll do videos on them. But there you go, man. I mean, if you made it this far, yeah, it's all downhill from here. It's going to be so easy just to continue from here anyway, through up to the point where we start doing var sheet work. Okay, that'll get a little more complex, but not terrible, and that'll include all the stuff that we haven't touched yet. This, you know, yeah, that's this and this. Okay, we'll do those later. All right, hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're starting to feel like you're getting some real grip over this. And yeah, I'm really happy to get you this far. Okay.